Oh yeah, that reminds me. One thing I forgot that happens in Persona 4 Golden is Yosuke tells a ghost story, right? When they go on a trip. And the ghost story is a true story. Because it's based on this game. It's like, a friend told me about this guy. Where, you know, these girls, they bullied this girl and she died. And then they just like, they went missing and then they appeared unconscious on the school ground the next day. Ooh! And then he was like, was that how it went? I can't remember. And then afterwards, like, that's ridiculous. And then, like, also, like, do you actually remember hearing a case that sounds a lot like what you're describing? You know, basically giving a nod to the events that happened with Keisuke. So that's great. I found that little detail neat. Like, hey, that's actually something that happened. Aside from, you know, who's dying. That didn't actually happen. That was just part of the movie. But it wasn't true. I finally get to tell you about Masamune Date today. I couldn't sleep a wink last night. I was so excited. Let's get started. We'll begin with Date's early life. It is Date, right? Like, I feel like anyone, you know, not thinking of it in the context of the Japanese name, probably just be like, Date's early life. But, Japanese pronunciations. He'd probably like the date Date, though. Obsessed with these kinds of things in history. In 1567 at Yonezawa Castle. I find it ironic. We finally get to the bits he really wants to teach about, and we're like, oh, boring actually. And at age 15, Masamune Date emerged victorious on his very first battle. Isn't there a sword called Masamune? Usually I've noticed it's the name of the sword a lot in JRPGs. Is it basically his sword? Like the legendary blade. Kinda like I was like, yeah, you've got Excalibur. Thus began his rise to power. You're out of time. When's our next? What's our next class? Composition. I have to talk to Mr. Koromaru about this later. I don't know, anyways, I had to bring some cake. Anyways, that's the deal. Stay up and listen to the lecture. Academics increase, except they already maxed out, so they didn't really. That's it for today. Soon the moon will be full again. Have you obtained adequate items and equipment? If you are not prepared, you should go to the mall immediately after school. We don't need no stinking shopping. We can just find whatever in Tarkus. If we don't go to Tarkus. Whatever. Yo, what's up, Kodo? I've been pretty good, man. I promise you you'll be as much, you do as much as you can while it's still school, right? Always gonna be your friend, dude. Except in New Game Plus, because I fucked up on that. So, still unbreakable bump for you again. So today, we hang out with you. Oh, Kodoku, I'm going to the club right now. What are you going to do? Oh, then let's go together. This seems happy. I like to think this is the music they're playing. But then again, would some of the instruments be a bit out of place? American High School Musical. You hear a beautiful melody. Wait. Is Fuka doing the conducting? Is that Fuka? She is in this club, right? So is that her doing the conducting? Yeah, let's play by while you were having fun. Everyone, can I have your attention, please? Yeah, that was Fuka. Why was she the conductor? Seems that Keisuke speaks really impressive judges. They said you'll definitely be receiving a prize. I really do wonder what the other clubs must be like. I mean, I imagine it ultimately ends the same way regardless. It's like, for example, on New Game Plus, I went with, for the sports club, I went with the Kendo team. Exact same thing happens, you know, he gets injures his knee or wherever it was, and you know, it's just the same thing, but the story would have to be slightly to incorporate a different club, but it's more or less the same thing. Kind of weird how they did that. It's like, okay, Persona 4, you got two, but actually, Persona 4, you got two clubs, and then basically, you're gonna hang out with two of them, both of them, you know, regardless of what club you are, but your bond will be more focused on the one whose club you join. You'll get to, you know, be friends with both characters. And then you've got the culture clubs, which are separate. Join the drama club, you know, you meet Yumi, or whatever her name is. You go to the music club, you meet Ayane instead. You can't have both. You can't be friends with both characters. You can only choose one. But, you know, in Persona 3, you got about 53 different clubs in most cases, and they're all basically the same style. Anyways, I don't understand. What does that mean? It means you placed the top 4. At best, you'll receive first place. And at worst, you'll receive an honorable mention. The judges were very impressed with your technique. They said you played with great verve and precision. Congratulations, Keisuke. Hey, good job, Keisuke Senpai. Everyone is admiring Keisuke. And that means... No, you don't have to quit. You should tell your dad. It's probably best that way not... I mean, correct choice is this one, but still, it feels like this would be the wrong choice. Like, hey man, I thought we said not tell anyone about that. It's name on the quick name. You should tell your dad. That's right, my dad promised me. He said if I won, I could do whatever I want. Well, this means I don't have to listen to him anymore, right? This kid seems very happy. Hey, we should celebrate. I'll conduct another music session. And what I find interesting in my family tree, the family history stuff, they're not direct ancestors. They're more of siblings. And I guess in one case, nephew or whatever, of a direct ancestor. Well, quite a few conductors back in the day, man. Like, not like conductors like, you know, conducting a full orchestra type conductor. I mean, like, conducting a church choir, stuff like that. There's also one that was a singer as well. It's like, I found this one article about this one guy, and when his wife passed, she's mentioned in the newspaper, right? It's like, you know, she's an old resident known by a lot of people. Anyways, her husband was freaking amazing. Look at all the cool things he did. And look at this. He had this cool relatives that did this and that. And it's like, I'm like, this is good. For me, anyway. It's good because it gives me new information. It confirms things, stuff like that. It's like, okay, I know this person's related in some way here. So it's like, yes. Well, on the other hand, I'm like, seems a bit insensitive, doesn't it? It's like he had died years prior. But it basically just kind of where like, yeah, this is his wife, you know, he died years ago. So let's talk about him instead. Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, yeah, that would be fun. Thanks, everybody. I'm sorry for going through so much trouble. Well, we should probably get going. You're coming to the party, right? Let's go express his gratitude to you. You should stronger. Those are some big ass. What are those drums called back there? So his voice rings in your head. Yo, percussion seems like such a chaotic, you know, instrument overall. Really, it's be a pain in the ass to carry it around and stuff, you know. I guess you could say the same for a piano. Not I and I am thou. Where has the cat gone? Do not go down the side of my bed. I do not trust you. Hey! Hey! Oh, damn it. Hit when they go down the side of the bed, because I don't trust them at all. Especially not Whiny McBig Balls, but if it wasn't Whiny McBig Balls, then he'd just walk down. Whiny McBig Balls, his brother it was, who is generally the more chill of the two. Which, you know, isn't hard to do because Whiny McBig Balls is, you know, Well, his name says it all. He's got big balls and he whines a lot. He's constantly breaking out. He knows how to open doors. If a door isn't locked, he will freaking get through it. Hell, even if it's shut with like something that keeps closed, he will somehow find his way in. He's crazy like that. Crafty little bastard. It's like, really need to get him neutered. Need to get all three of them neutered. It's just too freaking expensive. Such a pain. I guess it would probably be a pain to have your balls chopped off as well, but you know, I imagine they would, you know, give them something to, you know, make it less painful, because I can't imagine just like, right, snip, snip, ah! Anyways, thou shalt have our blessing when I choose a great episode of the Music Club Social Links Week Level 5. Power of the Great Personas of the Fortune Organism. Well, I've been trying to interrupt your party, Keisuke, but there are a few things you need to talk to about. But don't worry, everyone, it won't take long. Please wait outside the factory office. There we go, the factory office. And your drinks. Lincoln High School outside the factory. Well, Keisuke, the judges think you have a lot of talent. But if you're interested in studying abroad, they'd be willing to help you transfer to a school overseas. Me? Study abroad? I can imagine someone really stupid being told, you can study abroad. I can study a woman? No, abroad overseas, dumbass. Look, Keisuke, there you are. I was looking all over. But quick, Mikarin just fainted. Okay, I'll be right there. Couldn't you just get the nurse? I mean, well, these things probably just make them feel worse. Sorry, Sensei, this is all so sudden. I'll get some time to think about this. He says he doesn't want to be a doctor. He's always trying to help people in need. Yeah, it seems kind of like a self-fulfilling thing. Like, he doesn't want to be a doctor, but he clearly does deep down. Doctor's son with such talent, I have to say I'm a bit jealous. Doesn't seem like anyone's in the mood to help him now. I guess I'll let everyone know what happened. You can get it going if you want. Let's think about it, I haven't decided to go back to jail.
Where have you been?
I don't know why you keep asking me this, actually. I've been to school. Where else would I? Well, I guess town. It's got to be a formal issue. It's near, but don't get nervous. Just prepare for it. I'm preparing to pull it apart, but I just realized something. Are you looking for oil? There are many types of oil, fuel, food, and so on. If you like, I can give you some of my silicone oil for delicate parts. I have a large supply. Robotic machine oil. Thank you for that. To be victorious, you must offset your weaknesses. This may be difficult for every team member to do, however, as Buddy the cat is now in your room. So please be aware of everyone's weaknesses. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours on the recording now, so I'm like, okay, let's wrap it up. You know, she just gave me the oil, and I just know the next time I record, I will forget that I had that, and thus probably miss the deadline. So, yeah, I'm gonna complete that first, and maybe do the next subject. How do you think String will come at us this time? She's always on my side now. They don't have anyone to fight sports. It's just like a jockstrap without a protective gun. So we're gonna kick them in the balls, are we? We have midterms this month. And if we could get them to make a rule that exams can't be scheduled right after an operation. I mean, Mitsuru, you know, and family does own the school, but I don't think it would make any sense. It's amazing that Shinjiro Senpai can cook. Well, kind of revival. He reminds me of an older brother. It's strange. How did he quit seas and spend all his time at this place, that place? Well, he has his reasons. I don't know, maybe we'll even find out about that during the full moon. I can't remember. It's either the coming full moon or the next one after. It's one of them. Third Cantonese word is touch. Bend over and say touch there. Whatever, I don't know how to pronounce Cantonese. It means thank you. I hope this word catches on someday. That's all for this week. Back to the news. I think that cat is kind of like a reference to a character as well from... I don't know. I think there was a character... Because I haven't played Persona 2. Neither of the Persona 2 games. I played Persona 1. But I think there might have been a character in Persona 2 that had a thing where they would, like... I don't know. Use Cantonese words, phrases, or something. I don't know. And now for the news. Our topic today is Alpha Syndrome, and we immediately lose interest. How fitting. Wonder how many shadows there will be this time. Most I think there will be 2. If it's 2 powerful ones, it's going to be a tough fight. So make sure you're ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle. Battle, you know, menu with your Tekken characters. But it's Tekken 6, so the load time is ridiculous. Like live here. Good one, lucky bastard. I can take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. That's cool, man. I don't care for, you know, these happy-go-lucky times. How are your battle preparations going? Right on schedule, which is true, thank you, Pete. Because, you know, we got to the top of Tartarus as far as we could go in time. Good, let's do our best. Don't want to go for a walk today, Koromaru. Arf. Ah, you son of a... What was it? Let me just check real quick. What's the deadline on that quest? Okay, so... we need to... deadline means that's after the 2nd, right? So we gotta do that tomorrow, so I guess I'll take you for a walk now instead of going out there and, you know, I'm making this request, I'll just do it in the time. I hope that it still counts. The rose frolicking happily. The rose seems to have picked something up. You got a humongous. That can take a one-hit kill move. So we go back to the dome with Koromaru. Can you imagine if you had like 99 of those in your inventory? Dark and light magic have no power now. But you don't really get those items. I mean, they are common, but you're not gonna get them like to that kind of excessive level, you know. Who wants to hang out with us? Are we actually hanging out with them? Actually, we are. Oh, hey, you've come to the student council. I have an announcement to make about the smoking list. Didn't you say that last time? Didn't he seem... Well, I guess he did make an announcement. He said that whoever he is possibly going to get expelled. I'm thinking about it. See, but I hope you decide to go. The judge seems to be under a lot of pressure. Maybe you should go to the student council meeting at school. Gotta go to town, man. You're our, you know, our menu to get out of here. Because they hadn't yet invented the ability to just, you know, open up a menu wherever you are to fast travel. These people got that kid in front of the club above me is so motionless. It's in Gekkan, right? It's been a while since the second term started. I understand how relaxed they are since autumn has just begun. They seem too relaxed to me. I'm keeping up the pretense of going to work. I can't let my wife and little girl know that I'll be laid off. We just freaking get another job. I mean, you know, people would be like that. I mean, I'm basically telling you that right to the face, sir. Like, we'll get another job, but it's not really that easy. And I get that, but just standing around here is not exactly going to resolve this issue. Yeah. Not even an from that one, just nothing. Are you aware that the moon grows full of shit? You seem to have completed the request just a moment while I checked. This must be the oil I asked for. The label on the can says mechanic oil. So this oil is used for cooking mechanical things? There are so many unusual people in your world. I would never have thought to try eating a machine. You're completely misunderstanding the whole thing. I mean, did she ask specifically for cooking oil? Because that's not cooking oil. Well, now that the idea is in my head, I'd like to try some. Thank you for completing my request. You may take the oil back with you. Would it be too much trouble for me to ask you to bring me some McFries? We can't say McFries, you know, because that's copyright. But we make it obvious what we're referring to. Please accept the reward. Next time, bring Elizabeth to McDonald's. Get a Big Mac. Obtain magic mirror. Is there anything else? I don't suppose you got any new requests. You got that, you got that, and that. And I suppose when we complete the full moon and, you know, the next section of the talk opens up, he's gonna have, you know, 2 or 3 other requests that are in time. We'll just leave it like that for now. Hopefully I can make those other no deadline requests, complete those as well when the next go to Tartarus. Maybe we can, you know, finally get to level 52 and I can make 4. Finally have one of the ultimate consultants in this game. Something to check over here, why not? Got some new things you can take a look at. But no offers today. That's just like, I can't do that all the time. It's about Apert syndrome are all over TV images. The increase in the number of Apert syndrome cases. What's even scarier are the rumors that are spreading about this sort. People start to believe that it's contagious to young people. It's kind of random how we got this police officer that kind of knows about what's going on. He's just like, I'll just sell you stuff. He's just kind of there. He's just basically the shop. So what new stuff do you actually have? You have the Claymore. Trouble is, you know, you can't really check your teammates' equipment, so kind of don't really know what you're gonna get. You know, maybe he's already got something better. Got some new armor. But let's see. We got Makoto's. We got Aigis as one as well. We got Ken's. We got Junpei's up there. So whose are we gonna get today? So Junpei, Ken. We got those. We got Aigis. So our options are Mitsuru, Akihiko, or Yukari. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's get a random number generator and let's do this. Generate 1. 3. 3. We're going with 3. So who's 3? So 1, 2, 3. Suka. Can't hold anymore. I was selling for away. Ah, yeah, I forgot about that. That's another annoying thing I encountered while in Tarkus. You know, you go around getting all these items, it adds up. You get way too many, and I could have thrown most of them away, but on the other hand, why throw them away when I could sell them? It's just, which ones do I sell? I'm a bit of a hoarder. It's like, you don't need any of the shit, sell it all, but I'm like, but I want to keep at least one of every weapon, and what if there comes a stupid scenario where I need this specific stat? It's like, dude, it doesn't matter, get rid of it. It's like, what if I actually get rid of the weapon that they started with? I'm really stupid like that. I'll keep one of these swords, keep one of each, but I can part ways with those at least just got the same exact ability. Shame you can't just sell them all at once. Some of them have different abilities, so even the ones that have the same abilities, because they have the potential to have different abilities like that, for example, you have to go individually. Well, we've already got one of those, so we can sell that. Silver Saber. So much magic. Oh my god, how many of these do I have? It's like I could have, you know, threw all these away, but honestly, isn't it better to sell them? You can get some money out of it, which means you can buy stuff. Now that I think about it, I think we can get 2 plus now. Hell, maybe after selling all these, I can get all 3, thus making the random number generator thing all the more pointless. It's like, yeah, I didn't even need that. I'm only selling doubles. Those are the rules. Like, I don't know. Any of you collect Pokemon cards back in the day, or hell, even if you still do now, ever have a rule when it comes to trading where you try not to trade a card that you only have the one card? If you've got doubles, that's where it's like, okay, I can trade this. I remember I had 3 Dark Tyranitar shinies back in the day. And I remember the kids at school, they were, you know, more about the OG Pokemon guys. It's like these new Gen 2 Pokemon, nah, not my thing. The cards from those packs, I'm not interested in. But Dark Tyranitar, that's a different story. You're like, that's a pretty cool card, kind of. Trade. And I think I ended up trading all 3 because I don't think I have any one of those anymore. I'm like, damn it, that was a cool card. Did I really trade all 3 of them? Or have I just misplaced the one that I didn't trade? I'm pretty sure I had 3 of them anyway. I definitely had more than 1. It's crazy, you know, back in the day, I was like, you know, go down the shop, get these Pokemon cards, buy a few packs. I, you know, over time got a few good shinies here and there, you know, like the Tyranitar, like I mentioned, from the packs. Nowadays, good luck. You got all these people that will buy a whole frickin' box worth of this shit. So, yeah, good luck actually getting a pack. Just a single fucking pack. Let alone multiple. Ridiculous. And most of the people doing that just want to frickin' sell the shit, so it's like, dude, what the fuck, man? It's like, I remember I was kind of feeling nostalgic about Pokemon cards at one point. It's like, you know what, I have a pack of, you know, Pokemon cards. So it's like, yeah, you can't really get them very easily. Super expensive, and so I kind of just went with, just buy whatever, you know. Not like an actual pack, which kind of defeats, you know, part of the fun about opening up pack of cards. It's like, it's ultimately kind of pointless because it's just a collectible game, basically. It's like, I don't collect Pokemon cards anymore, but I still have loads of cards from back when I was a kid. But I just felt nostalgic, man. But yeah, no luck on actually getting the packed cards. Just, you know, an assortment of random cards instead. Like, I don't care if it's a rare card or what, I just kind of miss that childhood feeling of opening a pack of Pokemon cards. And I just sold one of the weapons that I only had one of. Whoops. Well, it doesn't really matter who this is. Wait, oh no, that's a different sound. It's like, what if I need this against the priestess? It's such a stupid, illogical thing, isn't it? How long am I gonna be on this leaving? Wait a minute. Yeah, that is sick. I panicked there, get it? Because panic no odds. Actually, wait a minute. Let's just sell this one. Because maybe the bottom one is the one I got first. Wait, what? That's a case of it being up there and down here. Like, what's up with that? And again? No, actually. Well, why is it all out of order now? It's making no sense. Then again, none of this is making sense. Why am I not just selling all this? I granted it would be a pain in the ass to sell all this because, I mean, look how slow it is even with me selling most things. Thrilling gameplay, isn't it? There's gotta be 3 or 4 parts of this, I don't even know. At least we get some oh my god, how much fear is that? I only need one justice. Wait, what? Ah, yeah, because you got different weapons, so it would have weird different weapons. Oh, now we're getting into the equipment parts. I don't really care too much about that. We'll just leave it with 2 then. Okay, so, what was it? Carries. And we got room for 1 more, so it's 1 or 2. 1 or 2. 2. So, again, now he goes. Like, ah, Mitsuru, but we wanted Mitsuru's one. Actually, let's check. What have I got? I've wasted enough time in there anyway. Back to school. Hey, did you know there's an observatory? Rumor has it it's gonna actually come into play at some point. You know, I always wonder with stuff like this, you know, vocals in general, how would the people go about, you know, if they wrote a song and someone else is singing it, they've never heard the song sung before, how do they describe actually how it should be sung?
So they just play the melody for them on answer, and it's like, this is how it should sound. And you should be going like, you know, just get your he's as high as you can go. And then speak French for some reason. Right. It really does make me think of that song. Duncan High School student counselor. Sure is the only one here. Well, what happened to his special announcement then? Pakota-kun, San, I mean, today's meeting was cancelled. What happened to Hitotoshi-san? How do I reply? My reply is irrelevant. I guess it makes sense to be irrelevant. It only matters if we're talking to the character in question. Why? Is something wrong? Just now, a teacher called him to the office. I think it's about that cigarette butt. Turned out he was actually the one who did it all along. He was trying to frame someone. Chiro seemed scared. So I had to go to the office. And if I was in this position, I'd be like, what's the big deal? Why are we treating it like it's like some massive thing? So if kids didn't caught smoking. But yeah, that's not great and all, but you know, we're making it seem a lot more dramatic than it actually is. It's like, yeah, find out who did it, give them a good lecture, and they probably won't listen to it either way. Yeah, but still, Lincoln High School office hallway. Don't be so stubborn, just put his name on the list. We hear someone yelling inside the office. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Koda-kun was chosen by the president to be in the student council. He's very responsible. That's why I don't consider him a suspect. Oh, the teacher's like, consider us a suspect even though we don't smoke at all. Maybe they're just like suspicious of us because we always have our hands in our pockets. It's like, he's got cigarettes in his pockets. He's smoking his cigarette somehow with his hands in his pockets. And cigarette also in his pockets. I don't know. Yeah, teacher and Hitotoshi talking. There are witnesses who saw him wandering the streets at midnight. But that doesn't necessarily mean someone smokes. I thought you hated students who don't follow the rules. I don't doubt that there were witnesses, but I believe in the Koda-kun, so I'm not adding him to the list of suspects. I thought you were smarter than that, Hitotoshi. Forget about it. Seriously, this seems needlessly dramatic. Excuse me. Well, this is all. We're listening. Hitotoshi looks uncomfortable. It wasn't me, I didn't know nothing. Actually, yeah, that is what we're saying. Our boy is like, you can combine things, but no, our reply is, it wasn't me. It was the one-armed man. He uses his one arm to smoke. I know you don't have to tell him. Hitotoshi seems sad. That teacher thinks it was you. If you really pass the certificate, it's sad. Nah, he's probably, you know, what's the word for? Nepotism, I guess? Oh, wait a minute, even if the whole school is doing it, I won't tell you this. Hitotoshi seems to be a true friend. The relationship is strong now. He won't accuse me of something I didn't actually do. What a great friend. Seriously. And I'm there. Bless him. Just sounds like a title that just thought in my head. The Emperor Doesn't Smoke. The student council social link has reached level 8. That's great, as long as the Emperor comes along. And it's 2 hours 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. I won't tell you that. Not bad. See you, buddy. So I had to go back to the So the next record session, we're going to be hanging out with Yuko.
Oh, hey!
And then we get the full moon the next day. It'll be a full moon the day after tomorrow. Only 3 shadows left. Almost done. And you're so nervous about it. This next battle is going to be difficult. If you are not prepared, defeat is trouble. Have all your items and equipment ready for the battle. I mean, usually I'd go to Tartarus the night before going to, the full moon. But I don't feel like I really need to this time because we completed the request, so we managed to get to the top of Tartarus. We don't really need to do that. I mean, it would be good if I could just do some level grinding, man. Honestly, I can't be bothered. It's like, even if at the end of this record session it's like, hang out with Yuko, get the strength social link up, and then be like, okay, let's go to Tartarus. I would be like, nah, I can't be bothered. Because as much of a love-hate relationship I may have with Metaphor, I kind of want to get back to that game as well, So, yeah. I wouldn't be in the mood to level grind this game. Victorious and myself said, your weaknesses, I told you this already. How do you think Strig will kill you this? I told you this yesterday. We have midterms. It's amazing that Shinjiro Senpai can cook. He's amazing. I wonder how many shadows it'll be this time. I said this yesterday too. You take it or leave it. It's cool, man. It's really cool. It's like you don't even care. It's like I'm gonna save it. Well, actually, it's not TV. Oh god damn it! Why did I have to switch on the TV? Now I've got to freaking edit this bit at the very end. Oh, this is that's annoying. Why do you do this to me, Trish? Now I'm gonna have to freaking figure out who you're talking about. Hi, I'm Trish with today's installment of Who's Who. Today's subject is a 20-year-old man who's proud of his amazing intelligence. You can recognize him by the #1 design, which is on all of his clothing, and I immediately know who you're talking about. What was his last name? Nanjo? He's the guy who inherited the company that, Mitsu's family broke off from. Where they're like, you know what, this is when we, broke off from the Nanjo group. That's what that's representing. He was one of the main characters in Persona 1, and he also appears in Persona 2, and from what I'm aware of, the second Persona 2 game is the one where he can be a playable character. So yeah. But wait, he's only 20 years old there? So he's not really that much older than Mitsuru then, is he? I think. Honestly, I thought he was a few years older, but I guess he is. That's kind of surprising. He's got like this big ass necktie that he wears, I think, that has #1 written on it. He's definitely, in Persona 1, he's definitely one of the more developed characters. Persona 1 didn't feel like the characters got really as much development, especially because, it's more traditional JRPG where you just go through the game, rather than, kind of sit back and develop the characters and socials. You didn't have that at the time. But him and Mark, who was, I forget his name, those were the two main companions along the way, along with what's-her-face, who was basically at the center of it all, basically. Like, you got the silent protagonist, but the other character, the girl whose name I can't remember, she's kind of the central point of the main story of Persona 1. So, you got those characters, they're the main ones. You got the other characters too, but you don't really, it feels like there's basically, because the way the game ends up going in the main story is you get an added character, you get one extra character that can join the team, and it's all dependent on who you agree. Like, if the first character that can join the team, you're like, okay, you can tag along. Then any other character that you encounter later on that would join the team, or rather could join the team, will automatically not join the team, because there's not a free slot anymore. But if you decline, the next person you meet that could join, you could be like, yeah, you can join, and so on and so forth, until like you'd be like, okay, you've rejected all these characters, and then you get the last one. It's like, okay, now you can do this guy. This guy with the Devil Rock and stuff like that. Because that's how it works in Persona 1. You don't get a full team where everyone all comes together. You only get like 5 characters, including the protagonist, I guess, as a team. But hey, at least you get to have all of them in battle at once, you know? Which does make a chaotic game to analyze sometimes. Anyways, next news at the syndrome, go away. Fuck you. That'll do today. Damn, look at that slick walk. I'm not even holding down the Maybe this is, yeah, this must be the controller, man. Maybe the other controllers that I thought was the one I used wasn't, I don't know. I'm gonna save off screen and I'll do for this record session. I think I could probably get 4 parts out of this one as well. Which is insane considering how little I have actually accomplished in this record session. It's like, you know, I went on about Metaphor. It's like, that game just feels like it drags on. 30 hours in, I still feel like I'm a quarter way through the game. But honestly, look at this Let's Play. It's like, yeah, I got through this. How many days? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. Wait, not 1. Well, technically 5, I guess, in a way. 4 and a quarter days, and that's it. Didn't even get to the actual, you know, day before the full moon. Now, well, I'm one talking to go. I'm still dragging things out, so enough dragging this record session. But seriously, you know, Metaphor does really drag it. But anyways, see you next time, dudes. See you next time.
You